Let me start with something simple. Close your eyes for 2 seconds. Now think of the last moment today when your mind truly felt quiet. Can't remember? That's because we live in a world where silence no longer comes naturally. Our attention is constantly being pulled, sliced, and scattered. Not by the chaos outside, but by a device we willingly hold. And the numbers reveal a story that's almost unbelievable. The average person scrolls through 6.7 million posts a year. We switch between apps 45 to 75 times every single day. Short form content is spreading 3.5 times faster than long form content globally. And platforms with the longest session times like TikTok keep us logged in longer than ever. India isn't just part of this trend. We are the center of it. Young Indians aged 18 to 24 spend 3.2 hours a day only on short video apps. Rural India has seen 2.5 times explosion in short video adoption. Under 20 users here watch 38% more autoplayed videos than the global average. And with 116 million Gen Alpha internet users, we are raising a generation whose earliest memories include infinite scroll. Have a look at this boy whose screen addiction got over the line. He's scrolling even in his sleep. This isn't just a habit, it's not even just a distraction. We are witnessing a deep shift in attention, emotion, memory, and thought. Some call it screen addiction, some call it digital burnout, but the internet has coined something else: brain rot. And today we are going to understand what that really means scientifically, psychologically, emotionally, and what it's doing to all of us. Not to scare you, but to help you see things clearly. Because the most dangerous trap is the one that you don't realize you're walking into. Hello everyone, my name is Preeti, and let's start the video. Let's start by observing the world we live in. Every day we use digital platforms where attention is what matters the most. Platforms don't compete for creativity, they compete for seconds of your focus. Short videos dominate because they take the least efforts to consume and the most effort to escape. Thanks to rapid design evolution, users stay longer on them than ever before. In India, this shift is not limited to cities. The rise in rural engagement, a 2.5 times jump in short form video adoption. It shows that screen habits have reached every corner of the country. And our youngest generation, the Gen Alpha, is the largest online youth cohort on the planet. They are growing up not with toys, books, or playing in the park, but with swipes, loops, and autoplay. Imagine a child whose first form of entertainment is instant stimulation. Imagine an adult whose first instinct in silence is to open an app. That's the world we now live in. A world optimized not for thinking but for reacting. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. This is the foundation of brain. Brain rot is not a medical disorder, but it is a scientific reality. It's a cluster of measurable changes: attention fragmentation, memory slips, emotional instability, learning difficulties, cognitive fatigue. Researchers describe it as the brain's survival system dysfunctioning under extreme digital stimulation. Here's what happens inside your mind. Every short clip triggers your brain's salience network, a network that is made of anterior insula and anterior cingulate cortex that identifies and prioritizes important stimuli, both internal and external, to guide the behavior. In simple words, the part that says, "This is new, this is exciting, look at this," it does so far more intensely than deep thinking networks. This means your brain stays in a state of rapid alert, scanning, reacting, jumping. Over the time, your executive control network responsible for planning, focus, and reasoning becomes underused. Like an untrained muscle, it weakens. For children, the impact is sharper. Their prefrontal cortex, the center of impulse control, is still in development. High novelty content hits them at their most vulnerable state. Some of the common symptoms are difficulty reading even one page, restlessness during simple tasks, mind wandering within seconds, forgetting what you just consumed, emotional irritability without any reason. This is not laziness, it's your brain restructuring itself around instant reward. It's not your fault, it's an adaptation. But this adaptation comes at a cost. So there are three forces behind this explosion of brain rot. So the first one is algorithms engineered to capture. You are not choosing what you watch. Platforms are choosing what to show you. Recommendation systems determine most of the content that you consume. Their goal is simple: keep you watching. And then comes the auto scroll feature while watching videos. It's the invisible hook that gets you watching more. Researchers describe it as the brain's survival system dysfunctioning under extreme digital stimulation. Studies show that disabling auto scroll significantly reduces the watch time. That means auto scroll isn't just a convenience, it's a behavioral tool. Look how this child is throwing tantrums when her parent took her iPad.
I'm taking away your iPad.
No.
Give me the iPad.
Every design element, every sound cue, every swipe is deliberate. Second one is novelty overload. Your brain is not built for thousands of micro stimuli per hour. Short clips, fast cuts, emotional spikes, they overload cognitive bandwidth. Your mind adapts by prioritizing speed over depth. You become brilliant at reacting but weaker at thinking. Third one is biological vulnerability in children. Children are born with incomplete regulatory systems. Their prefrontal cortex mature late into their 20s. Early exposure to fast reward content interferes with the attention development. This is why classroom attention spans are shrinking. This teacher in the video went all in to grab his students' attention by using a scrolling presentation. Why reading comprehension issues are rising? Why emotional regulation feels harder than ever? Brain rot accelerates because everything in our environment pushes us towards it. And unless we question it, it becomes the silent default. This is where the story becomes personal. Brain rot isn't just happening in labs or studies, it's happening now inside people. Multiple studies link heavy short video use with reduced sustained attention, weaker sequential memory, fragmented thinking patterns. Digital multitasking worsens it. Your brain constantly switches, losing efficiency each time. Cohort studies show early high exposure affects language development, reading pathways, attention network, cortical structure. These are not behavioral issues, they are neurological outcomes.
The effects of chronic electronic use on children. Those areas of the brain literally were shrinking. We can't have that. So if a child is under 6, they should not have an electronic at all.
Late night screens suppress melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. Blinking reduces sharply, causing eye strain and dryness. This is the most hidden cost. Excessive scrolling overstimulates dopamine. At first, it feels good, but with repetition, dopamine receptors weakens. Everyday pleasures like talking to someone, reading, going for a walk feel very less rewarding. Only the screen gives that hit. According to a research, this pattern mirrors behavioral addiction. You feel restless, you feel empty, you feel like nothing is fun anymore. This is the emotional footprint of brain rot. It's not just about technology, it's about humanity. Here's the most important truth: brain rot is not permanent. Your brain can heal, but you must give it the conditions to recover. 10 minutes of mindfulness, such as meditation, improves attention and brain health. Swap 5 minutes of scrolling with reading, it restores deep thinking. A 20-minute walk in nature enhances focus and executive functions. Small habits rebuild mental muscle. Set app timers, turn off notifications, move addictive apps to hidden folders, use grayscale mode to reduce visual stimulation, turn off autoplay, the strongest behavior reset button. These are not punishments, they are design choices for your mind. Co-viewing with kids improves understanding and reduces addiction risk. Set screen-free zones such as meals, bedroom, schoolwork. Encourage outdoor play, conversation, slow media, reading. Remember, children don't need perfect parents, they need present parents. Instead of filling silence with screens, use silence as a rest. Your brain needs stillness to process, heal, and grow. Not all, just one. Brain changes through repetition, not perfection. Let me leave you with a thought. Human beings were not built for infinite stimulation. We were built for curiosity, for learning, for connection, for resilience. But somewhere along the way, our digital world began moving faster than our minds were designed to handle. Brain rot isn't a sign that we are weak, it's a sign that the system around us is too strong. But here's the hope: systems influence us, but we decide who we become. One decision, one setting change, one habit adjusted, one quiet moment reclaimed is enough to begin rewiring your brain. So today, choose one. Turn off autoplay, read one page, take a silent walk, sit with your thoughts for a minute. Your brain is waiting for you to return to it. And when you do, you will realize that your mind was never rotting. It was simply overwhelmed. And now, finally, it can breathe again. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. If you found this video helpful, support us by giving us like, comment on our video, share our video, and subscribe to the channel.